A kindergarten teacher in Ann Arbor is suing the district tonight, accusing them of stealing the dog that they encouraged her to adopt as a therapy dog.
Hey guys, my name's Dan. I'm a veterinarian, and I have an amazing news clip for you guys today. It's about a teacher that got a therapy dog. She was encouraged to get the dog. She adopted the dog, and she took it to school, and everybody loved the dog, and everything went great. And then she decides to leave. And I would love your comments below, guys. I would love to know what you think about this case.
If I knew she could be taken away from me, I don't know if I would have signed up for this.
Get it.
Ann Arbor Public School teacher Lexi Feta cannot believe it's been almost a month since she's seen 2-year-old Gracie, the Bernedoodle she says she agreed to adopt when the principal at Wines Elementary asked for volunteers to be the dog's primary handler. The puppy spent her first 6 months with a professional trainer, then Gracie went home.
When she started living with me, instantly I loved her.
I don't blame her. If you bond with a dog like that, they become a part of your family. You take them home every night. You feed them. They just become part of your family. I agree with her. If she knew the dog would be ripped from her, I highly doubt she would have committed.
Then in March, Feta told the principal she was moving out of state and taking Gracie with her.
The reaction was pretty harsh.
Then on April 29th, Feta said a school official came and took Gracie and never brought her back.
It felt like my heart was literally ripped out.
Okay, that must have been bonkers. Like, I don't know what she would have done. Like, she's working at the school, and then someone shows up and says, I'm taking your dog. I wonder if they did it kind of on the down low, like, hey, I'm going to go take your dog for a walk, and then just didn't bring it back, like super sleazy. Or if it was like, hey, I'm taking your dog because it's ours.
From a legal perspective, Gracie is Lexi's dog.
First thing we're seeing is the school paid for the training. So that's great. It doesn't mean it's their dog, but the school has invested some financial means into this dog.
Lexi asked a good question. What would happen if Gracie bit a student? Who would be responsible for that? What would happen if there was a medical emergency? Who would be responsible for Gracie's expensive care? And he answered. He said, Gracie is your dog. It's not the district's dog.
Interesting. So the principal comes out and says, Gracie's your dog. This doesn't lock it up, but this definitely makes me more confident that it is her dog. My knowledge, guys, and what I've heard in this case from a couple other news outlets, it sounds like this kindergarten teacher paid for the food, housed Gracie. She also, when Gracie got sick, I heard she got pancreatitis, which is inflammation of the pancreas that requires hospitalization in most cases, oral medicines, and a diet change, an expensive diet change sometimes, to a low-fat diet. And it sounds like this teacher took those medical bills on herself. She paid for everything. She took care of Gracie. So here's the thing. If she did all that and she took care of Gracie and she paid the medical bills and this principal said, Gracie's yours, all of that looked really good for Gracie to be hers. The only thing that makes me pause was two things. One, the school trained her. So they didn't do the best job either because they didn't follow protocol for a service dog. So shame on them. They should have done a better job there. But they paid for that. Now that does not produce ownership. Here's the kicker now. When they adopted Gracie, I'm really curious about who paid the adoption fee and whose name is on it. Because whoever is purchasing Gracie as an owned possession is going to have leverage here. So I'm nervous that the kindergarten teacher did not put it under her name because she's probably like, oh, Gracie's going to be part of the school district. She's going to be a service dog. So the school went through the adoption filing and then they did the training and then they handed off to the kindergarten teacher. So in this case, you really, really need to go back to how the dog was adopted, who did the paperwork, who had the background check done. These rescues, guys, they do in-depth background checks. So they're going to scan and see what's going on if it's the kindergarten teacher or the school. I think even if it was all initially done through the school, I do believe that the kindergarten teacher has a really good position because she housed, cared for, medical management, and paid for everything for Rosie for 2 years, and I feel like that gives her ownership. So in that case, I feel like she's going to get her dog back. Good for her. She should fight for this dog. It's her dog, and I wish her all the best. All right, guys, as always, my name's Dan. I'm a veterinarian. Remember, guys, dogs and cats and pets, unfortunately, are considered possessions, and possessions can be transferred and have ownership. Whenever you get a dog, you need to make sure the dog is in your name, and then you need to provide the care for that dog to provide ownership. All right, guys, as always, my name's Dan. I'm a veterinarian. You guys take care. Bye.